There's finally a sequel to Bill and Ted? Wow. And here's your 2 minutes of exposition to explain everything that's happened since the last film. Good luck. The gist of it is Bill and Ted haven't done very much in the last 25 years. The film, strangely enough, starts off with a cougar wedding. So they get on stage to play at the wedding and they make this weird sound and they try to add a bunch of instruments and then just go apeshit towards the end. So the dad says, I don't know, Bill and Ted, you guys suck. Y'all gotta get out of here. And they go to couples counseling like this too. So anyway, this keeps coming back up throughout the film, the whole marriage counseling thing. They use a lot of garage doors to reveal characters. These are like clones of Bill and Ted, the daughters. Ted's gonna sell his guitar so the future shows up, and then they're like, no way. They do that a lot. The lady from the future's like, bad stuff happens, you gotta come to the future with me. So they're like, okay. And then we see this really expensive CGI scene, and then they're in the future. They go 700 years into the future. And the future is really, really green screeny with lots of water. But then this really cool thing happens where they pass a phone booth and George Carlin pops out.
Rufus.
Greetings, my excellent friend.
The council of all these ladies from the future says you have 77 minutes or until 7:17 p.m. to make the best song ever. Oh, and don't fuck this up. Otherwise, I might send an evil robot to kill you. Just a little bit, you know. What? Nothing. Look, guitars. Council immediately disappears and they're like, no evil robots, don't worry. And that girl explains, okay, this map represents what you have to do. You have to make little fireworks all over the map. That's your song. And here is a special watch that's like a magical counter for time and how much you have left until it gets all messed up. So this lady sends an evil robot through time to go and kill Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted's idea is to go to the future and steal the song from themselves. And they keep going farther and farther into the future, but their future selves keep turning out to be dicks and keep saying, no song for you guys, Bill and Ted's wives start to time travel too, because I guess every little character gets an arc in this movie. Then Future Lady comes back and she's like, where's Bill and Ted? And the daughters pop their heads out of the window. I wonder if they're going to time travel. So if the daughters time travel and they go see Jimi Hendrix and he's on stage. So they take cell phone footage of Jimi Hendrix playing to Louis Armstrong. And they're like, we got to travel through time and Nexus and all this other stuff and fix the world with a song. And he's just like, a phone? So he ends up going with them. And this movie now has 3 stories. Bill and Ted are trying to get away from the evil robot, and the dad gets shot down to hell. And you can see the SWAT vehicle flying by, so that's how they all get out too. The daughters now have Louis Armstrong, so they're trying to show him off to Jimi Hendrix, and Jimi Hendrix is like, no way, I'll never time travel, ever, ever. I'll never time travel with you guys, ever. Okay, I'll time travel with you guys. Then they go way back in time and get Mozart, and Jimi Hendrix plays, and Mozart's like, wow, that sounds cool. That sounds really cool. All right, I'll time travel with you guys too. So this is where the movie gets a little ridiculous even for a Bill and Ted movie. The evil robot shows up while the beefed up versions of Bill and Ted are talking, and then all of the prisoners just beat the crap out of the robot. While these people watch like, uh-oh. Then they go and get a flute lady because why not at this point, I guess. And then Kid Cudi the rapper just pops up out of nowhere. And then garage door again. Oh no. Here's some nightmares for the kiddies. Bill and Ted are still looking for the song. Now they're in a retirement home talking to their old versions. And they get the song from him, but then the robot comes out and they break the song in half before they realize the message on the back, because the robot won't send them to where their daughters are because they've got the song. So He decides to shoot himself instead. And then Bill and Ted jump on him. So they all go down to hell. And the robot successfully joins your party. Now they have to find the daughters in hell. Oh, there they are. And everybody else too. Awesome. Then they get the Grim Reaper and he uses his magic and voila, they're up and out of hell. So time is really messed up on Earth. There's like historical figures and astronauts and cavemen are just falling from the sky. So after everybody gets back from hell, Ted's like, hey look, MP46, the thing from earlier in the movie that we didn't know what it was. Bill and Ted take the broken pieces of the song and hold them up as their daughters walk up. And then they realize, wow, they're the key to this whole thing. Even the wives show up just at the right time. So everybody's here now, and they're gonna come up with this idea to give everybody musical instruments. So they're gonna go all throughout time, which doesn't make much sense, because would they rust or be damaged or thrown away or crushed or something? But anyway, you know, it's working because the map is like turning blue, and the old lady's like, wow, they're turning the map blue. So then they go and they do it, and they fly around and they give everybody instruments from all over the world and stuff. Everybody's got them now, and somehow everybody knows how to play too. And they do. Thought this guy was gonna rap. This is all that he says. So everybody is now playing. They're on stage, everybody has an instrument, everybody's playing. And this somehow saves the world. See, there's a light ray going up. You know it's true. This is what I think of this movie right here. Not as good as the first two. I'm not sure if it was the acting, because nobody played their character big or over the top. Everybody played their character very straight in this film, even Bill and Ted. In the first two films, Bill and Ted were really over the top. But it could have also just been the writing. Maybe they didn't really have the script to work with and story. You know, take it or leave it. It's what it is. Don't forget to subscribe.